Get on that beat, friends, and welcome. Hello to you. We have entered a new month, the month of July. And for many of you, if you know anything about numbers, you know July is the 7th month of the year. We are already in the 3rd quarter. But may I remind you that 7 is the number of completion. And so I believe, friends, that in this new month, that God wants to complete some things in your life that He started and that you may be petitioning Him for. As you know, every month I attach a theme to go along with the month. And in the month of July, we are talking about ending it. One of the things that we're talking about ending are cycles, negative cycles. A cycle is defined as a series of events that are regularly repeated in the same order. The key word in this definition, friend, is repeated. That's what makes a cycle, repetition. But in Romans 12:2, the Bible reminds us that we should not be conformed to this world. In other words, we shouldn't be thinking like the world thinks, especially those who are believers. We should not be accepting everything, every ideology, every opinion, man-made truth, or what have you, that comes in the wind. But we should be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds, that we may prove what is good, acceptable, and the perfect will of God. And so, friends, we got to get on that beat in this 3rd quarter. If you have not, you still have time. Hopefully you've been dreaming, still believing, dominating, executing, and living your life in 2021. Even with challenges and problems that may have presented themselves in your way, along your path, you are still on the journey of growing and changing from this inside out. That is one of the main goals for this year. Making sure that by December the 31st, we are not the same person on the inside that we were January the 1st. Yes, we all can obtain stuff, cash, cars, clothes, and cribs. But more importantly, what changes will take place or has taken place in our character, in our mindsets, in our hearts in 2021. And so in order to end cycles, friends, we must have a made-up mind. Ending cycles, whether it's something that's been passed down in your bloodline or something that, has been repeatedly happening in your life over the course of your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, or what have you. We want to end negative cycles. In order to end those cycles, we have to do some things. We first have to recognize that we are repeating something. What is it that keeps showing up in our lives every season, every month? What triggers certain behaviors or causes us to revert back to doing things that we know or we thought we had overcome? Because, sometimes time can pass and we can feel like we've overcame a cycle or a behavior or something that we continually repeat until a trigger happens. And then we find ourselves doing it again. There's a gospel artist by the name of Jonathan McReynolds. And when you have time, look this song up, Cycles. And part of the song, he says, "Didn't I conquer this last year?" The song is talking about ending cycles. The enemy wants us to continue them because what cycles do, they hinder us and they stunt our growth. All right. Also, after we acknowledge and realize that a cycle exists, then we have to have a made-up mind to end the cycle. Well, what are some examples of cycles that could be existing in our lives? Failed relationships. We keep getting in relationships and they're a failure. Whether they are friendships or whether they are love relationships, but they keep failing. Maybe we are being emotional eaters. We have a cycle of doing that. We get all right, then something happens and we find ourselves emotionally eating again. Or maybe we keep connecting with the same personality, but a different person. Notice what I said. Not connecting with the same people, connecting with the same personality, connecting with the same type of spirit, but it's in a different person. That is a cycle that must be broken. Maybe you keep starting and stopping something. That's a cycle. You are great at starting, but you never finish. Maybe you keep continuing a learned behavior, something that you developed from growing up, or being around certain people, or what have you. Those are just some examples of some negative cycles that we must end, including me. One thing you have to understand, friends, is that breaking cycles is not easy. The enemy does not want us to grow, change, or live better. It is his goal to kill, steal, and destroy. And like I said, in the mind is where it all starts. Any change that you want to see, it starts in the mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You gotta develop or obtain a growth mindset. That is not always easy. For some of you, you have been chosen by God, ordained by God to be the Joseph of your family, or the one to break cycles. Can I tell you something? I'm one of them. I'm one of the individuals in my family that has been chosen to be the Joseph, to change the narrative, the trajectory of my bloodline. And it's not easy. So on the next session, friends, I want to continue talking with you about ending cycles. And like I said, go look up the song Cycles by Jonathan McReynolds. It'll bless your life. Listen, I am your motivation, your inspiration, Miss CEO. Follow me on TikTok at Get On That Beat. Instagram at Get On That Beat. If you have not downloaded my #1 hit single, Get On That Beat, please do so and hit repeat on all your digital media platforms. Also, you can view more videos like this on my inspirational YouTube channel. Simply type in Miss CEO. Subscribe, like, share with somebody that you know that needs to hear this. There is someone in your circle that needs to hear some of the topics that I cover. Until the next time, friends, I love you. Keep a determined mind. Stay safe. And as always, get on that beat. Bye, friends.